This is the red record.
Hi, I met Harry at Boeing when I first hired in, and he just come out from Michigan, got about a month. And got to know him, that he was quite dirty. And always playing jokes, no matter what. And he used to, when the press operators would go take a potty break or something, he'd go over there and he'd take a paper clip and he'd straighten it out. And he'd drop it down. He'd get like a stack of paper and there were 3 of punch. He'd drop it down the hole. So they'd come back from break, they'd start running, it'd run fine for a while. Then all of a sudden, it'd come down to that paper clip where it got hung up where it couldn't go any farther. And it would rip the holes in that paper and would travel right through the press. And either that or he'd take a piece of vellum tape and put it underneath one of the pickup feet. There was 2 of them. So when it picked it up, it only had air sucking out of the one. Of course, it throw paper sideways. Or he'd readjust their air adjustments on the side. And so it wouldn't pick up the paper. One time, I can't remember if it's him or not, but he took the ink and wrapped it around the hand wheel. And so when you turn the press on, the wheels, takes off and the ink would fly all over the place to get you, I was running a camera back there one night after, him and I are pretty good buddies by now. And I went to take a potty break. And I come back and went to Church's plate and stick it in the back of the camera. And the whole back of it fell out. It broke the frosted glass that was there. And it had 4 things there that you keep it in. And I had a job I had to do.
Like to you.
And I knew it was
Can
me.
you take a picture?
And I don't think he expected
she
it
did
to fall out.
already.
Maybe just get a little or something, but no, it fell out on the floor. And I was mad. I went out there and I grabbed the package. I had a package of soda crackers. Took it out of the wrapper. He's standing by his press and he's running it. So I just take it and crumble the crackers right on top of the zinc rollers. And they're jumping all over the place. And Kenny Nelson, which is a very good friend of his that had passed away at an early age, he was the lead man. And he came over to me and he says, "Steiner, go clean up that press." I said, "No, I ain't cleaning it up." He said, "Well, I'll go get the supervisor." I said, "I don't care." So he went and got the supervisor. The supervisor tells me to clean the press up. I said, "No, I ain't gonna do it." I says, "He screwed up my camera and I can't do any more work tonight." I says, "So this is my payback to him." I says, so both of them turned around and says, "Harry, clean your press up." Then we would go to the parties up in the North End, and I'm not much of a drinker. And I've been around growing up, people that drank and drove, and had an experience one night when I was babysitting for some relatives. And so I didn't do a lot of drinking, and I didn't know if Harry drank that much or not, but I found out. Ron, did he drink when you knew him? No? But anyway, we go out north.
I think because of me and my cousin Sean here, he was drinking mostly water.
But anyway, we go out to parties, and right away they give me the car keys, because they knew I wasn't gonna, if I had a drink, it lasted 4 hours. So I always drove them home, drove the car home. And a lot of times at the parties, he gets so drunk. Sean, and your dad was
I'm
in.
not having
And he'd stand up against the wall. I've never seen anybody slide down, wind up with his feet this way, just perfectly every time. We'd pick him up and go put him in a bed. Tell him not to get up and stay there. And all of a sudden he got up and he said, "I got to go to the restroom." I said, "Okay, hang on to the walls and be careful." He walks in there and he shuts the door, and all of a sudden all he hears is a wham. We go running in there.
Try to get-
He just missed
try to
that.
get it.
So he was a lot of fun. When he turned 21, he come over to where my girlfriend was at that time. No, we weren't married then, I don't think, was it? No, I don't think we were. And he was drunk. And I can't remember. He must have drove himself over there. And there were some green grapes. And he wanted me to throw him some grapes. He would catch them in his mouth. Well, there happened to be a disturbance in the park there, so the police had to come. And of course, her mom was the manager of the place. And they come in, and, you know, he's a character when he's drunk anyway. And he's, come on, Jerry, give me some more green grapes, you know, so I throw him. One went underneath the couch and says, Harry, you better go get that. You know, they looked, you know, wasn't too sure he was 21, you know. We told him, well, he just turned 21, and he celebrated his birthday. He wanted to go over and see a mechanic buddy of his at work. So I drove him over there, on the way over, it was during the fall. A tree come down over the road. So, you know, you gotta stop. You know what he does? He gets out, he hops out of that car, and he's gonna walk over there, and he's gonna, you know, this tree's about this big around, you know, all the way across the road. And he's gonna try to pick this thing up and move out of the way. So I said, no, Harry, come on, get back in the car. I said, even if I tried to help him, both of us couldn't lift that up. You know, I think both of us were only about 120 pounds at that time, you know. And then Linda was working down there and living with my wife and her were room together. And so Harry took me over to introduce her to me, and well, you know, we were married, you know. And Linda and Harry got married after us, didn't they? Shortly after that. So we've had 55 years of marriage. But I'll tell you, Harry would come to my house when I was still living at the house, my folks, and there was 9 kids of us. And he did come and make himself at home. Mom, what can I get you? For Dad, can I do anything for you? You know, to my folks. And they just love him. Have him over for dinner. He'd sit down and he'd only eat one thing at a time. And my folks thought, you know, that's kind of funny, you know. He finally got out of that habit, I think, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Huh? Did he? Yeah. Anyway, he was a lot of fun. He dated my sister for a little while, not too long. I don't think she was used to the hyperness, you know, how hyper he was.
Hurricane Harry. Piper.
Yeah. And then one other thing is that went on a fishing trip, 2 of them. One was down at Oahu, and the water was like glass. So there was nothing. So then I decided to go out on a Westport with him. And Harry and I weren't in the same shop anymore, so I didn't get to see him a lot. So he talked me into going. And he told me to take this Dramamine, or whatever they call it, the pill for getting seasick. So I took it. And got up in the morning and had breakfast, bacon and eggs. And everybody found out it was my first time out, and they're making bets on how sick I was going to get. So anyway, we go out and we hit that bar. And I'll tell you, we were on a 52-footer. And it was bad. I've seen these smaller boats that are 20 feet or so disappear in the waves, you know. And Harry yelled at me. He was on one side, I was on the other. He yelled at me, he said, Steiner, hang on. And I'm thinking to myself, not that way, Harry. You know, I'm an adult. You know, I know what to do. So, but I'm on. Sure enough, one come. And if I wouldn't have been hanging on, I would have went right on the other, clear on the other side. Probably maybe slipped through and went into the water. Anyway, people were getting sick. Because after we got over the bar, it was still kind of rough. And he would take a cracker and stick a bait, cut the head off, and stick it between the 2 crackers, and tell the bait boy to go give it to so-and-so. Tell him that, you know, eat the crackers and it helps, you know, settle your stomach. So the bait boy would do this, you know, take it over there, and the guys would see this and look, you know, yeah. And either that, he'd say for the heck of it, hey, my wife bought maybe some greasy fried chicken. Would you like some of that? You know? So the bait boy's been taking all this in, you know, what he's been doing. And finally, Harry got sick. And the bait boy comes up to him and he says, Mr. Everett, would you like some of your wife's greasy fried chicken? Laugh. Anyway, when we all got back to shore, I'm walking, but it still feels like I'm moving, you know. Gary's so bad, he says, Jerry, you gotta drive home for me. He couldn't even drive, you know. And there was no drinking that time either, you know. But he was a lot of fun. We kind of got separated for quite a while. I moved up north, or the Green Lake, and he moved to Federway, I think it was. And we weren't working in the same shop anymore. But him and Linda come out one time, and we had an older house on a corner there, a couple blocks up from the lake. We used to call it the witch's house. It had real steep peaks. And I had just got done painting the whole house, and up front it was a steep peak. I couldn't get the last two little runs up there. So Harry said, you got a rope and a ladder? I said, yeah, I got a ladder and a rope. Well, so I put the ladder up and I give him the rope, and he goes up there, wraps it around the chimney, and around onto his belt and forth. And he crawls over on the peak like this, hanging over with the paint and reaching down. Well, I'm down below. There's a couple of cute girls coming down the street there, and they walk past our house, and he makes some comments. Well, they didn't know it come from there. They thought it was coming from me. Boy, did I get some looks. He's up there just laughing his head off, you know. And then one time, he was just a lot of fun, you know. He came over to the house with his Santa Claus outfit on for the kids, grandkids they had over there. And I had a couple of girls that were their grandkids, young. And my grandson Jack, he wasn't very old. And Aiden was, I don't know, maybe about 6. Anyway, he'd come over, he'd come in, and everybody was sitting on his lap. And even Jenna, sat on his lap. And my grandson Hayden, he ran into the bedroom there, and he wouldn't come out. I said, come on out. No, I'm not coming out. Don't want to sit on Santa Claus' lap. So finally, Harry, got down and he back and so forth, and finally got Hayden out of the bedroom. I said, Hayden, how come you didn't come and sit on Santa Claus' lap? He says, that wasn't Santa Claus, that was scary. He knew his voice. But yeah, he was quite a guy, I'll tell you. I enjoyed any time I was around him. He was friendly, loud, go gambling with him. He'd strike up a conversation with anybody there, or give the dealer a bad time, or something like that, And I don't know, when we used to go with him and Linda, he was always in a hurry on that van door. He wouldn't let it open by itself. And once it did get open, he was going to let the ramp down for Linda. Linda would get in, and she'd get up there. Well, it takes her time to swivel a chair around to get into her chair. And he's always in a hurry. Come on, honey, hurry up, hurry up. And I said, damn it, Harry, leave her alone. I said, she can only do that so fast, and she's doing the best she can. I said, so leave her alone. And then he finally get the ramp up, and then he, instead of letting it close, he just grabbed it. Well, he's broken a couple of times by doing that. And I've already rode down with him to get it fixed all the time, And I don't know, same thing when he was driving. When we were going someplace with him, he would be in a hurry. Linda would say, Harry, you don't need to be in a hurry. I'd say, Harry, Linda's right. You're retired. So it takes you another 3 minutes to get where you're going.
Very much.
But he didn't pay attention. He was always that way, even in the last minute. And he was so excited about these people coming from Michigan. And he was there a week before he passed away. And he was really excited about it, what he was going to do and everything. I don't know, did you guys go on a fishing trip yet? Or you didn't go? Not gonna go? But, yeah, he was happy. But about a month before that, he was over, and I think he was bothering him some. Thinking that, he said, tell him he's not gonna play the Easter Bunny, or decorate his yard anymore, or play Santa Claus. And I said, you know, Harry, you get to a certain age where you do need to slow down and relax. I says, you've done enough of, for that now. You feel like you can't handle it anymore? It's okay. Just relax, settle down. And he said, yeah, he says, I know, but you know, Harry. But I love the guy, I really did. So, but he was a lot of fun, I had a lot of fun when I first met him. Everybody liked him.
Thank you. Jerry, right? Harry and Linda both used to talk about you guys all the time in a very good way, of course. But I tended to think of you as one person, Vic and Jerry. Instead of, so I didn't know which one was which. I actually thought your name was Vic.
Have Tess right here. You can break and slip it free.
Are we talking about the same guy? Yeah, okay, that's Harry, yeah, that's right. I remember. George, would you like to?
George from Michigan. Just to touch on yours, Jerry, when I came here to enroll with Harry, my uncle, I laid down. I wanted to lay down. He made me nervous sometimes. He did that awful fast. Anyway, I want to touch on the story I told yesterday about him, every time he came to Michigan, he would stay at our house. And me and my wife, Pat, we were retired, We've been used to getting up early in the morning, so we had to sleep in. Not him. Every morning, 5 o'clock, we'd hear the TV on downstairs. And he's sort of like me, hard of hearing, so he had that thing turned up pretty loud.